love spending time in the outdoors, but there's nothing that gets me more excited than coming down to Kansas and filming my uncles, Mark and Terry Drury.
You know, every time that we come down to Kansas, it's like coming home, being down here with Dan Thurston at the Lazy D.
We're gonna start doing a little bit of road riding. You know, we've got so much acreage down here with Lazy D. Dan's got different farms all over, and they know these farms really, really well. Randy's got extremely keen eyesight. You know, we're riding, all of a sudden Randy stops and he sees a big strutter out in the middle of the field. Big old jobber in it.
We got a gobbler down there strutting.
What's he strutting for?
How are we gonna try and get on him, Randy?
Well, we can either.
Is he by himself?
Gotta be in there somewhere that he's strutting like that.
Look at him, full strut.
Birds haven't been responding very well, so we covered a lot of ground via the truck. We also walked a lot. We're just trying to find a hot bird. Finally, we see a strutter in the field, and it's game on.
Well, as luck would have it, we started strategizing, got our heads together, you know, and we were trying to figure out how to maneuver on this turkey. Come to find out, he had a bunch of hens with him.
Uh-oh. She's got her head up. She's fine, she's breathing. Got him good. Yeah. They're heading to the left. I'm not so sure we shouldn't go get in front of him. We get down there, he's got hens with him. We decide a master plan is to crawl out there after him.
Turkeys, all of a sudden, they caught us. You know, we started calling at them and tried to get them to come to our position, but they would have nothing to do with it. So we tried to crawl a little bit closer, see if we couldn't get a shot.
We were just talking. It's amazing the power these turkeys have over us. Here it is. We've been hunting since daybreak. It's 12:15. That turkey's down there along the fence with about 7 or 8 hens. He hasn't answered a call yet. He's virtually unkillable, but we're stuck to him like glue. We can't leave him alone, even though we know we're not going to kill him. It just hit me. We're kind of crazy. And we're out in the middle of an alfalfa field. We're stuck to him like glue. We're not going to leave, though.
I'm not wondering at all. I'm just relaxing, taking it easy here, catching a few Z's.
We had to look a little funny, all three of us going out through this beautiful little green field.
Watched him long enough. He faded off. Terry said, let's back up, try and get around on him. Got back up with Mike and Randy. Wasn't long, we were back in the action.
Fortunately, we were striking. Mike heard this turkey gobble. If it wasn't for those bionic ears of his, I don't know that we'd have heard him. The wind's picked up and made it almost inaudible right now.
We set up on the wheat field. We were doing some calling. Mike and Randy backed up maybe 30 or 40 yards. They were doing some calling.
Man, we had everything running. We had box calls, we had the illuminator, we had the hatchet, we had every friction call that we had. All 5 of us were calling at one time.
He's gonna start a fire here in a second. You know, he was down there running that cherry bomb. I mean, he was getting after it. Run it harder. See if you cut harder. We love to have fun, whether we're working a turkey or not. I mean, we're serious, but we're also having fun. Just go. There you go. You just go. Finally, turkey hits the call. It's so windy. When you get windy conditions, you just got to crank it, and it's friction calls only.
We thought if we could get this turkey to respond to any at all, he'll at least come to within gun range here.
All of a sudden, Terry goes right there to the right. There he is, just as big and beautiful as you could please, right out in the middle of that wheat field. So we're sitting there, and my gun's a little bit off, and I told him, I said, I may have trouble here, brother. So he gets his gun kind of on him, and then I finally got my gun maneuvered, and I'm ready to shoot.
I had the red dot right on his head, getting ready to squeeze the trigger. What's Brother Mark say? But I got him.
I got him.
He's mine. So Mark decides he's going to kill him. Buddy. Woo! We had box calls, we had mouth calls, we had illuminators, all the friction.
Hatchet.
It worked out, but this wind just makes it almost impossible to hear him.
Yeah.
You know?
Windy day like that, and friction.
All friction. It's all we run. Congratulations, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Good
That
shot.
was a fun hunt.
That was a pretty long shot, actually.
That's 2 in one
Yeah,
day. You know, I can only think of one other time that Terry and I have been together and killed 2 longbeards the same day. There's nothing like going out,
having success turkey hunting, and it's even more special when you share it with a brother and good friends like Mike and Randy and our nephew Jared. Just an awesome morning. 2 birds in one day. We won't forget this one.
I'm happy for Mark. I'm happy and thankful for Mike and Randy. They did such a superb job calling. Jared did a great job videoing. It was a great day, boy. This is the way it should be.
What a spectacular start to our Kansas hunts. Dave Reisner's in the same state. Hopefully, he'll have the luck we did.
It's getting roost time. We gotta make a move. This, gobbler's following 3 hens to the corner of this green field, and, it's gonna be a race to see who gets there first. When I leave my pack here, do some crawling. I think I can sneak down to the creek. I'm gonna have to use the creek bed, because it's a pretty good embankment. I mean, I'll be plenty hidden once I get there, and, come up at the corner and see where I'm at.
The embankments were pretty high, so we knew we could get away with the movement part of it. We were worried about the noise though, because that shale rock, it does make quite a bit of noise.
Here's my opening right here. I'm gonna cross it. I'm gonna have to stay to the right side because I'll expose myself. We're gonna be just off the corner, but we'll see where they're at.
You know, we thought they were going to that corner roost, and we already saw 4 or 5 hens pile into there, and we thought sure enough that those 3 hens grabbing, that was dragging that gobbler along, we're gonna head the same route. I knew it was pretty much when they started cutting us off that I'm gonna have to crawl further, but I just didn't think Kurt should join me. Too much movement's not good, but a little bit of movement they'll let you by with, especially in that that green grass, and you stay low.
It was a little different perspective. I got to actually see Dave and the turkey in the same frame, so it was pretty neat.
I felt like he was looking at me at times, but I also felt like he was so comfortable because he kept popping right back in the strut once he did. So I don't know if he just caught movement and thought maybe I was another hen, or what, but it was working good. We worked for this bird. Oh, holy cats, it's 8 o'clock, and we finally got him coming back to bed. I tell you what, I was at wit's end with this one. We were way down at that end of the field. We came back to this end of the field, and then he ended up halfway between us. Oh. The reward is much sweeter when you have to earn it. And this is basically our last evening of the hunt. We have tomorrow morning left, and this is rewarding. This is satisfaction right here. What an awesome time here in Kansas.
Now that Dave has gotten his Kansas bird, cameraman Kurt Ritchie moved over to film with John Frank, who had accompanied them on the trip in pursuit of a great longbeard.
It's shortly after 9 o'clock, and anywhere from about 10 o'clock to about 1 o'clock, we've seen strutters in this field. It seems like after a couple hours, the morning dew burns off, and that's a place where they like to strut out in that green field. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna slip up this logging road. There's a big shaded spot up here in the corner. We're gonna set them deeks in the shade. Hopefully, we don't have to sit, for the rest of the afternoon. The aspect of that sun is gonna change, and eventually our decoys are gonna be in the sun, so I hope this happens. I don't have a call. You're gonna have to call him, Kurt.
That's fine.
It's right there. It's right there. How much more exciting can it get than 3 birds coming across a green field? Whew. Kurt and I walked in the logging road. We set up. I told Kurt, I says, you're gonna have to call, man. I don't have a call in my mouth. If it wasn't for Kurt Ritchie's calling, these birds wouldn't have came in. I owe this bird to Kurt, actually. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You cannot say enough about Kansas for turkey hunting. Now, good friends Jason Irish, Eric Bouthen, and Dennis Williams hook up to hunt this great state as well.
You know, we're real excited about getting down here to Kansas. We brought a few of our friends with, and we're gonna have a good time this week. You know, Dennis volunteered the video, so me and Eric are gonna try to shoot a double that first morning. You know, the way it worked out, we set up on them birds, and once you know it, they were right where we were set up. Nice job. There, boy, good spot. Woo! You know, I tried soft calling these turkeys, and it just didn't seem like they respond very good, so, you know, I had to get really aggressive.
Look at that baby.
That is a nice bird.
Is this place loaded with turkeys or what?
It is awesome.
Eric. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
First bird of the day, first day. You know, Eric's in the bag, and we're out there, you know, joking around, having a good time, celebrating his, and we heard another tom gobble. Actually, I think there might have been 2.
Wind's starting to pick up. What was that? A turkey just gobbled over there. Give him a call. Give him a call once. I swear to God, did you hear it?
I thought I heard it, but it's getting so windy.
There it is right there. There's two of them.
Let's
Is
hide
that
your
not
bird.
deja vu or what?
That is
If
Slasher.
this works out, hide your turkey and let's freaking try to call them right in.
You know, like the minute we heard them second times gobble, we were ready to set back up and see if we could call them in again.
All right, buddy. Woo!
Awesome, awesome. You know, I mean, who can think it? You know, we were there for 15 minutes and we had 3 birds on the ground.
We just shot 3 monster toms in what, 15 minutes apart?
That is awesome. Use some of that skinny.
Woo!
Booty, how about it, baby?
Sweet.
You know, what an awesome end to a first morning. You know, you think about it, how it worked out this morning, and who would ever thought it that, you know, a couple hours later we're gonna have 3 birds down on the ground, and how it happened so quick. I mean, that's actually, you can almost consider it a triple because it was all from the same setup, it was all within 10 minutes, and that was some awesome, awesome showing there with these birds. They were fired up. You know, after a morning like that, it's gonna be fun to get on the phone and get a hold of the king of the spring. You know, Mark, the old 5-time world champ.
What a sight. 3 hunters with 3 birds going over the hill, but Jason couldn't stop there. He wanted to take out young hunter Preston Shoddy and see if this streak of good luck would continue.
Congratulations, man.
You ever seen so many turkeys in your life? Oh my God. Looks like the beard got frozen off.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Got nice furs.
Yeah, look at, I mean, that's still got a 9-inch beard, but it must have, I don't know if that freezes or I'm not sure what happens. I've seen it before, but you know, it kind of looks like a Jake beard. That's not a Jake. By no means is this a Jake. I mean, that's probably a four-year-old bird at least, I'd say. Them things are sharp. Those will tear you up.
Yeah, it was sure exciting morning how they all come in there. And,
yeah, it was.
You know, we never even had to call. We just let them come on their own, and when they spotted those decoys, they were on a mission.
Yeah, especially that one that attacked it. That was
awesome.
That was something.
You know, we must have heard at least a very minimum of 30 different gobbles this morning.
There was just all over the place.
God, that was exciting. You know, when this one came in, you kind of had your hands full because it was hard to choose. You know, with all those different birds there, it's kind of hard to figure out which one you were going to get on and shoot because they were all packed up together there. I bet you can't wait to get home and show this to your mom. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was. Howdy. I know, it's pretty cool. Hey, do you want to make us some food?
As Preston Shoddy goes to fill his stomach, Jacob Frank took to the wood for his first turkey hunt.
Well, on the day before opening day, we went scouting. My dad asked me to crawl out into the field to set up a decoy. And when I was crawling out there, I found this shed. Well, the Saturday before opening day, we just came in early this morning to make basically a plan to know where the birds were at so we could kill them. And as a bonus, we got this huge shed. It's probably about 70 inches. I'm gonna have to have my dad score it for me, and that was basically just a bonus for all hard work we did today. On the morning we got there, we sat there for about 2 hours and saw nothing, so we decided to move. Well, when we moved, we went up this creek bank. It turns out there were turkeys up there, and I figured that this was my key moment. I was so nervous. Stand. My dad told me to stand up, and I was so wobbly that the gun was wobbling, and when I went to pick it up, I scared them all away, and they ran about 80 yards, and we found them again. We've got a couple big strutters out there. They're all puffed up. Hopefully I'm gonna shoot one today. It's the first day of my first season. This will be my first turkey. We could see a turkey out in the distance, and then all of a sudden my dad heard a turkey drumming just behind the brush. Neither me or him could see it. Dad, right here. I've got a strutter.
You shot your first turkey, bud?
Yes.
You shot your first turkey.
Hey, Dad, turn that safety on.
The safety's on, bud.
Okay.
Got it. You shot your first turkey, kid.
I was so happy. I jumped over the log. It was awesome. Dad. I hit him right in the top of the head.
Good. Hold him up. Hold him up.
He's heavy. Okay, I think he's so heavy he's gonna break his own legs.
Let's see the spurs. Pull his leg out.
Check that out.
Awesome big spurs, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's my 3-year-old bird, huh? That's an awesome bird, Jacob. What do you think of that for your first turkey ever? And you called it in yourself.
It's amazing.
Give me some 5 on that one, brother.
This is the ultimate reward for taking my hunter's safety. It also shows what hard work and time can pay off.
What do you got to say to your mom?
I shot a bigger turkey than you. I was so proud of myself, and word went quickly that I had shot my first turkey, and almost everybody in my grade was talking about it. I was so proud of myself that I could probably do a cartwheel. It was just awesome.
We take a lot of pride in spreading our love of hunting to you. This includes John Williams, who is taking his grandson Zach out for a very special hunt that neither of them will forget because all the action was laid down by good friend Steve Coondog Coon.
My name is John Williams. Today is the first day of the 2004 Missouri youth season. I'm hunting with my grandson Zach Plale.
Zach, it's time to go shoot the big turkey gobbler. Get your clothes on, brush your teeth too, okay?
We actually went down and placed a blind in an area where Zach had harvested a turkey last year. We placed out the Featherflex decoys yesterday and pulled just left the stakes in the ground, pulled the decoys, put those in the blind.
Zach, that bird's right up there just exactly where they were last year, the same direction, only it's a little closer. Hopefully we can bring him right down across this little green field. See that gobbler strutting over there with that hen? I don't know why they're leaving the field. Look, they're running across the, look at them. Wait a minute. There's a couple more birds coming in. They're gobblers. Let's get our face nets up and get ready to go. I think those two are gonna come right up in here. Let's get our gun up. Let's just lay it on this ledge to where you can aim it real slow, real easy. Put your hand up here to aim. Put your hand up here to aim. Okay, be real quiet. Here they come. Just take your time. They're jakes. You want a jake? You're not gonna shoot a jake. Okay, let's just watch them.
They came all the way into the Featherflex decoys. Zach opted to pass those, which is a good thing because just a few minutes after that, those jakes were playing in the decoys and chasing each other around. And we noticed an adult coming across the creek, and he came in strutting.
There's a gobbler coming to the left. Just don't move. He's a big gobbler. He's strutting. He should walk right in. He should walk right up here. Just don't move a muscle. Don't move a muscle. Okay, go ahead and cock the gun real slow. Keep your finger off the trigger. Okay.
He's still here. He's not leaving. Let's get another shell in. Wait a minute. Okay, get ready. Don't move. Yes! You got him, buddy. You got him. Let's go. Let's get the gun down. Okay, go get him. Let's go get him.
You did it again, Grandpa.
I'm proud of you, little buddy. What a morning. Those turkeys were gobbling. It was just a nasty day out with this rain. It's spitting rain now. And we just hung right in it and stayed in the little blind, didn't we? And, you know, what a show. Those jakes coming in like that, then this big guy coming in. You learn something every day of your life, and I learned something today. I've never had a gobbler hang around like that for a second shot. Came right back up and you gave you another opportunity and you got him on the second one. Congratulations, big guy. Oh, what a little boy.
Zach and I have hunted turkeys together since Zach was about 3 years old. Really glad to hunt with my grandson, and Zach and I are really close. We have a lot of good times, and probably my favorite hunting partner in the whole world.
After such a memorable hunt with his young grandson, John felt it was time to get himself a bird and decided to get out there early and try out a new spot, again with cameraman Steve Coondog Coon.
We got birds all around us. This is the fourth day of Missouri season. We've got a bird right up here on the ridge. We're set up here hoping to bring the birds down in this green field. It's a beautiful spot. It's the first time I've hunted here. Hopefully we'll do some good. We got birds all around us. He just hit us. He's moving down that roadway. He's gonna come right through just where you said he would there by that white top fence post. There he is, there he is, there he is. He's down, he's down, he's down.
What a morning. Tried to roost the birds on my farm last night, and about 50 miles south of here, and they just weren't gobbling, and they haven't gobbled the last couple, 3 days. We've had some really bad weather, and Steve Coon invited me to come up here this morning. I really love to hunt, and it's sort of different that someone guides me. I'm usually the one doing the guiding, and it paid off, and you know, I still get pumped every time I shoot one of these birds. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful birds.
John's a great friend of mine and Terry, and I was glad to see him get an opportunity like that. Next, we had an outdoor rider in camp, and you'll be excited to see who it is.
We're lucky because we get to hunt with a lot of different guests from the industry, and we were excited to host Frank Miniter.
I'm gonna be behind the camera filming Frank Miniter. Mark and Coondog are gonna do the calling. It should be a great show.
It was nasty weather, and there was one place that I wanted to take Frank, and that was a cedar blind out in the middle of a burnt CRP field.
They're just not gobbling well at all, and you know, Mark, he starts laying into him with the super illuminator, the high ball mouth call. Coondog joins in, and I'm not sure he should be calling that hard.
I just kept turning it on, kept cranking it as hard as I could. Then a sight we were all excited to see, a single longbeard headed straight at us. He's coming, and I look up, here comes 4 more longbeards, and they're gobbling.
They're all longbeards. I'm filming Frank right over the gun barrel. The turkeys are gobbling, coming in, and I didn't want to, but I'm thinking, man, this is gonna be meat in the freezer.
Coondog and I are hunkering down. We're trying to just hide as much as we can because we're out in the middle of this field in this cedar blind. And I mean, what a show. I could look through the cedars and see nothing but fans and red heads. Kept cranking them with the calls. They're coming right in.
You see them? Just let them come.
Frank and I had trouble communicating which turkey he was going to take.
The one in the middle. Wait.
I could hear Jared saying, the left one, the middle one. Frank's going, oh, the right one. That's a tough situation to be in for the camera and the gunner.
Which one you gonna kill? Kill the one to the left. Kill the one to the left.
You got it,
You got it. Go.
Hold it, sit still.
Sit.
When those birds stayed around, all I could think about was Jared still has a tag. Jared hands me the camera. Frank hands Jared his gun. Now all of a sudden, we're back in the game.
We didn't let them know where we were. We start calling, and wouldn't you know it, they decided to walk right back up that burnt CRP point again.
It was awesome. I mean, Coondog starts calling. He knows exactly what to do. The birds were a little nervous because the shot had just gone off.
You know, I'm up to bat, and the weather's not going to cooperate, so let's get this done early.
I'm having trouble because I'm behind Jared and I'm trying to lean up and film through the cedars. Jared's asking for the signal. All I could do was raise the camera up and look up into the viewfinder and tell Jared to take him. Going to the right, kill him.
Oh, that's awesome.
How about that for a double?
Just sit here and be patient. We knew when we killed this one not to get up there. Fired up this morning. It's misty, cloudy. They're all grouped up. The last couple days they've been by themselves. And my good buddy Frank and I are sitting here. Oh my goodness, is that fun.
It's not your traditional double, but a double nonetheless.
Man, what a show. I mean, it just goes to show these birds out in these CRP fields. I mean, these turkeys come to them. It was rainy yesterday afternoon. We felt like they might be roosted close. They were. We got to call and nothing else was calling, and we were the loudest hens in the group, and they all came. They come gobbling and strutting in. It was just awesome. And then he shoots his, the show really starts, and the old cameraman got him one. We had to do a camera
Give me
swap.
that gun, Frank.
Give me that camera, Jared. What a double, guys.
Boy. That was a lot of fun.
Congratulations to both of you. Good shots.
Thank you.
Good show. What a turkey hunt, huh, guys?
Good deal, man.
All right. All right. Awesome morning for Frank and Jared. It's a double. It's a little different, not exactly the type you expect, but they both got their birds. Time to walk back to the truck. Time for Frank to do some photography. What a morning. Another one of our best friends and trusted guides is Chris Comstock. He's taking John Odell out for his first Missouri turkey hunt of the year, and if anyone knows where to find longbeards in Missouri, it's Chris.
You belly crawl right up to the fence, and I'm gonna hang back and float call for you. Kill now.
I'm awesome. That's how my season's gone the whole year. Chris spotted the birds in the road. We got set up on them, crawled up the fence. He was coming right in. I don't know if there's a lot of ground clutter. I don't know if I hit the brush. I don't know. It's not meant to be for me this year. That's just how it goes. What do you think we can get on another one?
Let's go try it.
All right.
right after that green field. I think you're going to have to belly crawl. I'll stay back and go on.
Seriously. You have some shells?
I've got to walk in the truck, yeah.
Oh, Chris.
I sat down here and watched it all.
Well, yeah, I can't tell any lies about that one. Oh, man.
Sounded to me like your shot went high. I could hear it going through the...
There's got to be something wrong with my scope.
Yeah, we're going to have to go back and check that thing here in a minute. Yeah,
So instead of some shells, do you have a gun I can borrow that's already sighted in?
I've got a gun you can borrow.
All right, well, let's do that then. Maybe I can kill one yet.
All right.
I'm awesome. We just dropped Chris off, and he's trying to keep tabs on this turkey that we spotted. He's strutting in this pasture over here, and there's a fence and a creek, and he just wouldn't come. He might have a hen, I don't know, but it's pretty windy, and so we're using this. There's a high creek embankment, so we're using that as cover. We think we're going to be able to slip right up here. I'm going to cross the creek and get in the pasture with him. We'll try to call him in first, but if he doesn't come, you know, I'm confident there's nobody else hunting this farm. You know, I'll just keep inching forward and see if I can get a shot. Hopefully I'll have some luck. It's been rough for me, so I could sure use a change in luck. We'll see what happens. That turkey. Yeah, the lay of the land right there. It's just over the lip. That turkey should be right there. I told Chris, only use your box call. If he spooks or if the, you know, if something's not right, use your box call and I'll know that. And I haven't heard him use his box call, so I think the turkey's right there. We'll see what happens. Wait. I'm taking it.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Oh, finally. All right. I have to admit, I don't know when the last time was. I've been so excited to harvest a turkey. This has been one of the toughest years I can remember having. The problem was, I sighted my gun in before the season like I always do, and it was shooting perfectly. And somehow my scope got bumped. I don't know if I'm riding in the truck or if I bumped it on a tree in the dark. But I've missed 3 turkeys, 2 here in Missouri, prior to harvesting this turkey. So I might have been a little overzealous. When Dave told me that he had the turkey, I went ahead and shot him. I just couldn't take it anymore. I had to get one. So I finally made a good shot. Yes. Come take a look at him, Chris. We got him, buddy. Yeah, finally. Can you believe it?
You was needing that one.
I was needing that one. Thank you very much. I really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. Let me borrow your gun. Well, I guess we better, I better go back to get my vest, and I guess I'm buying breakfast.
Sounds like a deal to me.
All right, thank you, Chris.
A couple of miscues later, and we're right back on track. John made a great shot thanks to Chris Comstock and his gun. Well, now it's Chris's turn. Terry and I went out with him on a beautiful spring morning in the perfect setting for a perfect hunt. Chris, on days like this, I mean, we had some birds gobbling this morning, but no luck, they were hemmed up. I mean, do you depend on driving and seeing or driving and striking? I mean, I like to cut and run.
Well, I do both. But as you can see, like the open country guy right here, it's
about as good. I mean, big timbers all go strike in or something like that, but when you can see them from fields like out in the fields like today, on a nice day like today, that's usually kind of how I try to get around them.
Well, speaking of the devil, is that, look over this one. Was that not a strutter?
Yeah,
that's
two
a
big
bird.
strutters right there.
There's two of them.
Looks like they got one hen with them there.
Right there in those tips, see up in the trees?
Yep.
Can you hunt that?
Yeah, I can hunt this.
I mean, that's too good to be true. I mean, we'll be able to come in right on top of them there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's enough of the roll of the hill. You parking here?
Yep, park right here.
These turkeys may be in trouble. You get it? Hey, good shot, Chris. Yeah, baby. Man, that was a special hunt, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, man, was that fun. There's nothing like a screaming turkey when they're coming in that hard and working the call, and that just worked out perfectly.
It did, yeah. Spotted them turkeys from the road, and we come around in here and set up. And luckily the hens, after all the calling that we done, got the gobblers fired up, and the hens was disinterested, and they fed off, and these two just come screaming in.
That's the one thing you can't see from the video standpoint, because you and Terry stayed down, and because they had hens, I wanted to stay standing up and see if they turned and ever would come. And sometimes it's easier to work a turkey when you can watch their body posture.
Yeah.
And we called for 4 or 5 minutes hard at them, and all of a sudden they turned and faced us finally. And we kept calling, they started coming, and I said, well, I think they're on the way. I dropped back, you hushed down, they thought the hen was leaving, and it just worked out perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
That was fun, buddy.
It was.
Congratulations, and thanks for all you do for Drury Outdoors,
All
buddy.
right.
We sure appreciate you. I'm glad you got a good kill on video, Chris. Awesome job. seems like we may have taken every bird in Missouri, so good friend Dave Reisner is going to do a little bit of traveling to get on another big gobbler.
At after 8:30, and the sun is setting. We're making the annual trek out to South Dakota. We always leave roughly about 5 or so in the PM, drive all night, and we don't even sleep. We go right to hunting. It's about an 11-hour drive or so. So by the time we get out there, find a spot where we want to get set up in the dark. When you haven't been there a year, it takes a little longer. But we always are in the birds down there, so.
Well, this morning's setup didn't quite work. They flew down and they sound like they keep gobbling, so that's a good thing. But they sound like they went up on top of this bluff right here behind us. And so we're gonna walk along this creek a little bit and see if we can't get a little closer to them and hopefully entice one to come. They sound like they're a couple hundred yards straight up this way, so they're going to slip around this way on this hillside, so we're below it. They're definitely straight away though, they left the bottom. See, this is the bottom they flew down in right here, and they must have worked out a point that way.
Wow, this is a long drive made worth it right here. These Merriams just never cease to be worth driving out here for. And basically we got out right as it was breaking light. We kind of stayed back. Our first setup was conservatively back just to allow them time to come in if they were gonna. and to wait for the light to be right for filming. So we ended up having to scratch that setup and move on the top hillside. We noticed that they flew down at the bottom and then worked up to this hillside. So we got with them, and as soon as we got with them and we put that decoy out, it seemed like that was the ticket. As soon as they saw some visual when they come around that corner, from that point on, this gobbler was locked in, and he came all the way in, and what a show he put on. And when he got within 20 yards, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to let him have it. He probably would have came even closer, but it was definitely a show, and what beautiful turkeys. These are just by far my favorite turkeys.
Thank you for watching Longbeard Madness Volume 10. If you haven't checked out Volume 9, you'll want to do so. It contains another 15 kills and is packed with so much information and action, you'll hardly be able to wait until next turkey season. We appreciate you taking the time to share our fantastic hunts with us, and we wish you luck in the turkey seasons to come. As always, we made this for you.